It is now time for us to chat to another muso from up north, although originally from the north of Melbourne. She's a Victorian who was transplanted. Her name is Kaitlyn Thomas. Good morning, Kaitlyn. Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Good morning, legends. I am going fabulous, and I hope you guys are hanging in there.
Oh, we're doing our very, very best.
It's about 8 degrees at Wallen at the moment. Kaitlyn, I bet you're missing home.
Look, I miss it, yes. I miss the weather, no.
My son used to play football for one of the private schools in Melbourne, and he had to go up to Assumption College one morning, which is the next town to Wallen in Kilmore, and we were up there playing football at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, when we should have been listening to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show, obviously. It was -4 degrees. I have never seen a football team look more cold than that particular day. It is a very cold part of Victoria.
It is a very cold part of Victoria. I used to work up in Kilmore, so I totally get it.
Well, we didn't have you here this morning to talk about the weather patterns of the northern areas of Melbourne. We came to talk to you about your music, and are you ready for this, Rob? Get ready for it. I think Kaitlyn will get it. It hasn't been a hell of a long time since you released a new single.
Oh, that was so funny.
Do you see what I've done?
I did. That was so clever.
Thank you very much. What is the name of the single, and when did it come out?
Well, hell of a long time.
Oh, that's clever.
Of the song. And it came out yesterday, which is crazy. So it's, hasn't been that long since I released music. I've kind of been on a really good releasing music road, which is great. But, it came out and released yesterday, which is amazing. So I'm absolutely rapt that everyone can now jump on and listen and hear it on radio and everywhere, so it's awesome.
Now, it came out yesterday. We're probably going to have the world premiere of the song on radio, are we not? Tell us we are.
Basically are.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Makes it feel so much better.
There's no consistent answer to this question, Kaitlyn. We ask it a lot and at this time every Saturday morning, and I love the difference in the answers. Where did your music journey commence?
Well, my music journey pretty much, I'm going to sound so cliche, but it did commence at a really young age. I was always a very musical child, coming up with songs, singing, 24/7, and my parents enrolled me in singing lessons when I was 8 years old, and from there I started writing country music and performing country music. So I've been doing it for the last 16 years, believe it or not, and I like to believe I just keep getting better and better. You'd hope so, but my journey started out when I was probably in my toddler years, and still doing it and still loving it.
So was it your parents that had the music playing in the background that influenced, or did you seek your own style? How did the passion start?
Well, I've always come from a very musical household. None of them play any instruments, mind you, but my dad and my mum love a good old karaoke. So I did grow up with listening to a lot of country music, especially from my grandparents, and a lot of that 80s and 90s rock as well. So it kind of has influenced my sort of style. But it wasn't until I went to the Whittlesea Country Music Festival that I saw the likes of Becky Cole and the Sunny Cowgirls when I was like, country music is what I want to do. And I haven't looked back since. And from there, I've just dived right into country music and explored every aspect of the genre.
We have just spoken with Cassidy Ray. I think you know her work as well. And I mentioned to her that, if I had have told my friends when I was growing up that I was going to play country music, I would have been laughed out of my school, called a dag, and be told I have to go and live in Bendigo or something. How did that go down with your peer group?
Look, country's cool now, which is so good. But when I liked country, it wasn't cool. And I was unfortunately a victim to a lot of bullying at a really young age, coming from a small town as well, and not being very not gifted in the sport area. I'm not really coordinated with that sort of thing. But I was, a prime suspect to bullying. But, through that, it taught me how to be assertive and how to speak up for myself. And since then, I've now become an ambassador for Bully Zero Australia. So there's been a lot of good things that came out of loving country music, and I'm so happy and so thankful that it is cool again, because it is a great genre and it deserves the recognition. There's so much going for country, and there's so many different aspects of it to cater for everyone's musical needs and wants.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that we have dedicated this morning's show, all the music we're playing today is in fact country. And not only are we having the world premiere of a song called Hell of a Good Time, Hell of a Long Time, in fact, you're actually on the same radio program as Becky Cole and Melinda Schneider, who sang a song earlier. Well, not literally. I mean, we had it on CD, you understand. But yeah, so you've joined them this morning.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, that just, makes my day even better.
Country and Western music tends to be great storytelling music, and most of the great songs have actually been lived experience or social issues that have been turned into beautiful music. What's your inspiration for writing?
I tend to write from a lot of personal experiences, like I believe everyone else does. For me, if it doesn't come from myself, from, deep within, or what I've experienced or what I've witnessed, to me it's not authentic, and my music is very authentic. I write from what I experience and what I see. So a lot of my songs, even Hell of a Long Time, is about, hanging out with friends and catching up. And I wrote that one with Troy Kemp during COVID in, 2020, believe it or not. Can I say COVID anymore? I don't.
Yeah, you can. It's still around, so keep talking about it.
I had it only 6 weeks ago, so it's still here. Don't worry about that. So that hit, My Goodness Gracious Me, It's Very Cold in Kilmore this morning, that was one of your songs that was written on lived experience?
Yeah, pretty much. It really was. It was at the point where we'd experienced so many lockdowns, and Troy just, recently moved over to Nashville at that point. So, and they were experiencing the likes of COVID, and I really wanted to catch up with my friends and family and loved ones, and Hell of a Long Time is pretty much about that. And from there I went down to my producers, M Squared, Michael Painter and Michael Dello, and we reworked the song and gave it more of a, different vibe and different edge to it, and made it the song that it is today. But ultimately that song was written in a really, really tough time, I think, in everybody's life, where we couldn't literally leave our front doors. So, it was like, it's been a hell of a long time since I've seen you.
The way music is produced is a key to it. You can write a song and it can sound okay, but somebody can just add another instrument or a bit of backing vocal or something slightly different. All of a sudden it becomes very, very listenable. We've had a couple of exceptionally good covers done this morning. So are you really good at reading the tea leaves of what the audience would like, or do you require that outside influence to help with your writing?
It's a bit of both for me. I've just, last year I completed my Bachelor of Music, so I was, thrown into different genres myself, and that kind of helped me kind of path the way to who I am as an artist. And going into the studio, it's always amazing to get, that second or third opinion, because they might pick up on things that you haven't necessarily thought of. But, a lot of the time I have my reference tracks, that songs that I like and I like to listen to, and hopefully that will cater to my audience. And those are people that come and see my shows, they tend to like the songs that I like, so I always try to, cater to them as well, but as well as being different.
And the ability to take your songs to an audience, what's it like getting out and performing live? Is it an easy task? We were talking to Cassidy Ray. She's very upbeat about opportunities. Are you finding it easy to find an audience?
Yeah, I've been doing it for so long. I absolutely love performing. It's literally what gets me up in the morning. I love getting up on stage and, getting that adrenaline rush. And I absolutely love, seeing people smile or making them cry if the song requires it to. Pretty much taking them on an emotional roller coaster is what I like to call it. But I absolutely love it. And, just moving up to Brisbane out in, where it's kind of more regional than what we ever were in Victoria. But it's been really good. I've been able to pick up a few shows, which is great. And it's just absolutely incredible being up here. And even down in Victoria, I lived for the day that I could, go out and I could perform. And when the countdown was on for a gig, it was so exciting.
So in almost getting to the end of our time, unfortunately, but you're familiar with the concept Day on the Green, where 4 or 5 artists rolled out across the day. You are the third person on the card. Who are the 2 above you that you're supporting in your ideal show?
Ooh, that is so tricky.
Thank you.
Okay. Can they be international? Or?
Yes, but they'd want to be alive. That would be the only issue.
Yeah, that's all. Just breathing will be fine.
Just getting by.
Just kidding.
Thanks.
Now, I mean, clearly Rob and I would be the two that you choose, but keeping us out of the picture momentarily, who would the two artists be that you'd like to support?
I would absolutely love to support Sheryl Crow. Love her. And, you know, I'm going to throw in... I'm going to chuck in Lainey Wilson because I went and saw a show in Melbourne and I just absolutely fell in love with her even more.
Sounds like when the time comes for that show to come off, we expect 2 tickets so that we can come along and say it was our idea.
Definitely. You are getting VIP passes, my friend.
That's what we like. Kaitlyn Thomas, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. Now, your website is KaitlynThomasOfficial.com, is that right?
That's right.
Now, for... Kaitlyn's one of those names that everyone had in the early 90s with 53 different ways to spell it. You are a Kaitlyn, Kaitlyn.
That is right. That is right.
And the Thomas is normal, so that's okay. So Kaitlyn, thomasofficial.com. Thanks for being part of the Two Blokes Chatting radio show. Thanks for letting us have the world premiere radio play of this song. We'll chat to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Best wishes, Kaitlyn.
See ya.